After the wide open spaces of the Tibetan plateau, arriving in Shigatse felt like stepping into a town with its own spiritual gravity. From a personal perspective, I found it immediately beautiful and fascinating. Even before fully entering the town, there was a sense that this was not just another settlement, but a place deeply shaped by Buddhism and daily religious life. Very early on, we made our way into the heart of Shigatse's spiritual world. As we stepped inside, the scale changed immediately. The space opened up, and suddenly we were standing before giant Buddha statues that dominate this part of Shigatse's spiritual landscape. Their sheer size is striking at first, not dramatic or theatrical, but commanding in a calm, steady way that draws your attention upward and inward at the same time. These statues are defined by stillness. Their expressions are serene, detached yet attentive, embodying calm and restraint. Standing beneath them, you feel small but not diminished. The scale doesn't overwhelm. Instead, it places human life within a larger spiritual frame. As we moved around the statues, details began to emerge. The carved folds of the robes, the symbolic hand gestures, the surfaces worn smooth by time and devotion. These figures are not simply works of art. They are focal points of practice, places where generations of monks and pilgrims have stopped, bowed, and reflected. Surrounding the statues, the monastery buildings form a connected spiritual world. Chapels, corridors, courtyards, and assembly halls link together in a way that guides movement slowly and deliberately. The architecture isn't designed to impress visitors, it's designed for use. You don't rush through spaces like this. The layout encourages pauses, quiet observation, and a gradual adjustment to a slower pace. Only after moving through these spaces does the larger setting of Shigatse begin to reveal itself. Shigatse has long been one of the most important cities in Tibet, second only to Lhasa. It is the historical center of the Tsang region, and its location explains much of its importance. The town lies in a fertile valley where rivers meet, capable of supporting a larger population than much of the surrounding plateau. After days of sparse high country, the valley feels fuller, more movement, more people, more settled life. Above the town rises Tashilhunpo Monastery, dominating the landscape both physically and symbolically. This monastery has long been associated with the Panchen Lama, one of the most influential figures in Tibetan Buddhism. Even without knowing all the details, you can feel the weight of that history. Pilgrims move steadily along devotional paths, circling the monastery walls in quiet concentration, prayer beads in hand. Walking through Shigatse, what struck me was how naturally Buddhism was woven into everyday life. People carried prayer wheels, murmured prayers as they walked, and paused instinctively at shrines. Religion here was not staged or separate. It was simply how life was lived. And then there were the monks. Seeing the monks of the yellow hat tradition, formerly known as the Gelug school, was unforgettable. Dressed in their distinctive yellow ceremonial hats and matching robes, they stood out immediately against the stone buildings and open courtyards. Visually, they were striking, disciplined, unified, and confident. I'll admit it openly, they just looked incredibly cool, but that appearance reflects something much deeper. The Yellow Hat School emerged as a reform movement emphasizing strict monastic discipline, ethical conduct, and rigorous philosophical study. Education lies at the heart of this tradition. Monks spend years, often decades, engaged in memorization, debate, and analysis of Buddhist texts. Study is not secondary to practice, it is practice. You can sense that seriousness in the way the monks move and interact. There is order without rigidity, calm without passivity. The yellow hats themselves are worn during important ceremonies and debates, symbolizing clarity, discipline, and continuity of lineage. Seeing large groups of monks wearing them together creates a powerful visual sense of a tradition carefully passed down through generations. Shigatse is especially important in this context because of its connection to Tashilhunpo Monastery, the traditional seat of the Panchen Lama. Alongside the Dalai Lama, the Panchen Lama has historically been one of the most influential figures in Tibetan Buddhism, particularly within the Gelug tradition. Shigatse was not only a religious center, but an intellectual one, a place where doctrine, authority, and education converged. What struck me most was how normal all of this felt within the town. These monks were not set apart from daily life. They moved naturally through streets, courtyards, and monastery spaces as part of the everyday rhythm of Shigatse. Buddhism here was not abstract or distant. It was embodied, visible, and lived in public space. Compared to Lhasa, Shigatse felt calmer and more grounded, less intense, less crowded, but deeply rooted. A town where scholarship, devotion, and daily routine blended seamlessly, where someone might finish an errand one moment and join a devotional circuit the next. By the time we finished exploring, Shigatse felt like more than a stop along the road. It felt like a fully functioning Buddhist town, shaped by study, discipline, and devotion. And the image that stayed with me most strongly was the contrast and harmony of it all. Towering Buddhist statues, quiet monastery corridors, and yellow hat monks moving with purpose through spaces shaped by centuries of belief. It was one of the most memorable places of the entire journey.